Hello everyone, it's time for more pirates. Yes, Fena the pirate princess. And as if I'm right, last episode of course, I guess that Fena is gonna befriend the hot girls, right? The girl squad. Come on. She will certainly befriend these hot ladies or the lassies. That seems to be a forgiven thing. So yeah, I expect her to, of course. Now she's gonna, be on their ship, right? And this is what I read originally in the premise, right? When I read about the anime, there's gonna be, all female pirate squad. So yeah, I know Fena is probably gonna befriend them, and then gonna help her, against the real bad guys later on, right? Certainly, it's very Disney, right? So yeah, come on, she's definitely gonna become friends with them, and I mean they like her. She's a strong, independent woman, so on. So, it's clearly. 3, 2, 1, and go. Well, I think it's obvious. I think it's so obvious now. It's gonna be all this, the girl squad, right? They're gonna love Fena. They're gonna be her best friends. And of course, they end up helping her, right? So the girl's out. Karin-chan. I keep slapping her. That's good. Here we go, the girl squad. Oh yeah, I like how the pirate flag is like a pirate, it's like a yellow object with lipsticks. Because they're all girls, yeah. Yeah. We're gonna meet the prince now. Let's speak. The hair. They got a nose, or it looks kinda like her brother, honestly. Maybe it's her niece or something. But he knows her definitely, and he's like Johan or something, right? But yeah, the lasses are, so he's gonna befriend her, yeah. Stick it there on the bruising, on the rope. Yeah, he's like, I'm pissed off. You hurt the white margin. Huh? Yeah, you hurt my property, man. Yeah, of course you släpper till Möll, right? So he's pissed off now, of course. Yeah, och nedkärn, of course. Yeah, pissed off, of course. It's netto rare, It's netto rare, obviously. She wants to sleep with him again, right? Come on. But yeah, he's all like, oh yes, the white margin. All this hentai all the time. That was what my body. Yeah. Yeah. What is happening here? Yeah, Fena Hartman, but he knows about Joan thing, right? Yeah, he must know about her family lines, right? Of her magical aunt. Oh, my princess! Yeah, pirate princess, here we go. But he must clearly know about her past, right? That she's this like a holy witch or something. That she's the granddaughter of Joan of Arc, something, right? Or maybe a reborn, yeah. Definitely. It's so early now. But it's pretty clear that this anime has magic, right? Not just that the ninja guys are like better than humans with their abilities, but just generally that it has magic. Like it's a clear kind of magical backstory and so on. I mean, it could have been purely, real historic, right? Where Joan of Arc could have been faked, her death could be faked and so on. They could have gone with that, right? Without necessarily being magic, right? But obviously these goblin knights, the samurai ninjas, are living on some kind of magical island stuff, right? Kind of Atlantis, so. And of course Karin, our Yuki's character, is like some kind of super genius that has built like a submarine and shit. Yeah, and guns and so she But those technical magical characters, just like techno magic of sort. Well, this episode, I guess, gonna explain what the Navy is doing then. Like, I guess the British Navy, possibly, probably. What they're up to, right? Why are they after Fena? Why do they want it? Hopefully. But now we're seeing back in the cave again. Well, one guy's an outsider, so. Yeah, we don't harm babes, no? Yeah, don't look cute still! You look so kawaii, yeah! I think you look kawaii. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, water's coming from the ceiling. Yeah, do you wanna drown maybe, obviously? Yeah, we got the monkeys, man. Yeah. They're very competent, definitely. They're very competent, these ninja samurais. They're like, yeah, let's go up there. It's nice though, yeah. Like they're setting up the. So he's just on the outside doing nothing, man. Yeah, they have the one guy on the outside. He's like, I'm just like AFKing out here. Now they're drowning that Joan of Arc grave though, aren't they? This holy. Yeah, I mean they're like destroying that like holy crypto. That the place itself is like magical. It's a little bit like, pirates, eh? Yeah, but a little bit. Wasn't the place like a 100-year-old magical crypt with some holy weapons and I don't know, some graves with power or something? Her husband or. Oh, I knew your mom! Was the mom probably the last White Guardian? Was she maybe Joanne? It's depending on the age here. I don't know, but I haven't taken place, right? Yeah. You don't know exactly when Joanne, how long it's been since she died, right? I think Joanne would be a grandmother if it's like reasonable. Yeah, with my mom, right? With my dad, right? Could tell us now. Okay. It's like, but first, I have to inform you something else. Yeah, the evil ninjas. Yeah, they want to betray you, right? Kinda. Not thinking about it, but some of them. Maybe they are. Doesn't sound like the ninja guys we know. Divids from the east. Yeah, doesn't sound like the guys. They're like, we don't hurt babes. Come on, we don't hurt babes. Yeah, doesn't really sound like them at all. Yeah, doesn't hear like the Goblin Knights at all though. This is the opposite of Goblin Knights. But maybe there are. I mean, it is Grandpa Goblin Knight. He's not evil. Well, Chitan might kill children. Yeah, he's a pretty boy. He's like, yeah, we follow orders. You don't need Fena anymore. He's like, no! Orders is to get the place. Yeah, he's like Imperial Court of Japan, I guess. Yeah, like we're here for we're sending from Imperial, yeah. Why are they after El Dorado? Why are the Japanese Empire? Like, we need to get that. Oh, wait, it's from Japan, El Dorado treasure? Okay, yeah, Japan's. Kusanagi sword! That's what they're after. What? Yeah, so the whole clan's goal is to get the Kusanagi sword back to Japan? El Dorado. Och Eden. It's like, yeah, the Japanese empire sent us to get the Kusanagi back. What? Yeah, but why is the Japanese... who stole it? Why did like Joan of Arc or something? Well, I guess Joan of Arc, maybe she had the Kusanagi as post. There could be the explanation, right? Yeah, what if she had the Kusanagi and that's how she could like... Eden, of course, the Biblic Eden. Well, Fena's probably gonna get it anyway, so. Yeah, but how are they to Eden then? Adam and Eve, perhaps? If it's actually Eden, like, yeah, the Biblic Eden. Saved your life because he needs you, of course, to get to Eden, yeah, to get to the Biblic Eden. But, yeah. What if... Why would... If Joanne had Kusanagi, right? She could raise her army and so with god power, right? So that the godlike sword of Kusanagi. These guys are too friendly. It's like, no! We have a mission from the Japanese court, the empire wants, yeah. This guy's like, come on, we're following the order, the clan, the honor. He's Onisha, I guess. His brother, probably. Yeah, his brother, right? Which I guess is the ruler or something of them, and he's the younger. This guy probably kills children and babies, right? Yeah, like he's so afraid of kid. Yeah, so you can't stay with him. K would kill them, okay? He's Onisha, so come on. Very Japanese. Follow the order or kill you all, yeah. Honorable samurais. I have to go back though. Can't you just go to him instead? Yukimaru though, he's the boy in love, he's gonna go and save her, of course. He's gonna go to Eden instead for. They're always gonna bring Fena to the Eden anyway. Just go to Eden and have to. Man. Steals the heart! Yeah, it's like a One Piece thing. It's her hockey, she makes you love her. Man. That's why I bonk her all the time. That's why I kept bonking her. But I feel, you know, you just go to Eden instead. It's gonna save her anyway. You're gonna go to Eden, right? With the... Isn't that their dream anyway, to get with the clan? So... I don't know why they have to like split up. He can just go to the place anyway. Like, they're eventually gonna meet up with her. If it's like unnecessary. It's unnecessary, you know. What a nice couch, man. Well, there are clearly more of these samurais use those though, like Kei and so on. So maybe they are very friendly, but the Shitan of course betrayed her, but you know, they also have those other samurais, right? They just met you that, like on the island, so there are more than those people she knew, right? I'm bored! It's like... That was like a magical raid. Helena's her mom, I guess? I was like, yeah, he just smiled there. Maybe he wanted to smash her mother, and I was like, yeah, I got a daughter instead. Got a younger mom, yeah, I don't know, yeah, I got a younger version, yeah, maybe? Oh yeah, Rumble Rose, of course, is the is the lassie. Of course, is the Nesa inspired, yeah. Yeah, sis! He had one too though, so interesting, yeah. The heart thing. Yeah. Man, this guy is... Yukimaru, man, a fast paddler guy. I don't know how he found him so easily. How did he even find him even? Yeah, blue water storm clouds. What is this guy like? What? Oh, he know that. Yeah, weird. Yeah, it's an English ship. Maybe you can get someone. Yeah, this is the angry sister. Yeah, you filth. Not... Did have a good chance against her though. Man, she's so netto red. She's pissed off, baby. What about the heart thing? Yeah. There's like two different ones. But I mean, see, I can't her. She's netto red, you know. That's It's good Fena. I hate you! Could explain to her it's not the same, ooh. I mean, they're kind of brutal on the network as any woman, you know. A scorned woman. You would think they have some either guards or her. You would think they would have guards or they would have some kind of, you know, generally people protecting her. Or... Her plan to get Abel back though by hurting the woman he's in love with. Maybe he shoots her anyway. We can't shoot her anyway. If he shoots her anyway, it becomes interesting. He's like, yeah, you filth. She's so natural, man. That woman is so natural. She's so pissed off in the natural. So I carry her too. He's like, yeah, this is my lady. I gotta smash her, you know. Missed out on the mom, so I gotta get the girl instead. Yeah. Helena has to be her mom. Come on, like, he was like Helena. But I think it's two different heartings. She was like pissed off. But they keep Eldorado, but Eldorado also Eden. Yeah, that is weird. We're talking about Eden a lot, the samurais, the Kusanagi. I see the Lassie team. Man, they were bad. I love this case. They know. Yeah, they can go there anyway. They know where to go anyway. No, they're obviously gonna go there anyway. They just go later. Then they can obviously get there later, like you know, just the day after or something. Kinda sail a bit away, right? Ah, here you go. Show her the family painting. That's like Joanne, I guess. Or maybe her mom then. It might be her mother then. Yeah, Helena, so yeah. Your mother, your cousin. Exactly, yeah. So he's like, oh, Helena, I'm getting you this time. Yeah, so he seems to be in love with her mom, right? But yeah, a lot of poor, you know, poor big sister, man. The cute pirate lady, getting all netto red. But they clearly like two hearts. Like he was holding that one heart thing, and then she had another one. I guess. She got pissed off when she saw that she had a heart. But when you saw him, you know, still having the... Yeah. I'm back here with an episode. Anoni. Little Cody guy. Yeah. And I guess he did like, you know, the pirate lady to some extent, right? But so seemingly it's just like two hearts. Maybe it isn't important that they have that she because it was from her, but yeah, he was still holding it, right? So it's like it's bad luck there, pirate lady. He there was two of them, I suppose. Yeah, that's bad luck. Bad luck for that poor woman. I love the scene though, because she was like, Shitan is like, no, if you leave now, I have to kill you, yeah. And then of course Rikimaru is all like, no, I felt bad since I failed as a kid, right? But this anime looks so good, right? Like, this anime looks so good. This scene is very beautiful. This scene is very, yeah, this scene is amazing. He's like, no, yeah. But clearly Shitan's Onishan, K, I guess, yeah, K is the powerhouse, right? Much stronger than they're gonna kill us all, yeah. Much stronger than the rest of them. Like he's the leader, I guess. Like the young, obviously grandpa is the grandpa, right? Yeah, but like from the younger generation, he's the actual leader, right? And of course, they are afraid of him because Yukimaru was trying to be stronger than him, right? So he's the powerhouse, and they're all afraid of him. And seemingly, they can't really go against it, right? But I think it's interesting with the whole Fena thing, that she visualizing Yukimaru and the other guys as her friends, the nicer one, and that's all probably true. But at the same time, there's clearly like an island of Japanese people, right? Yeah, not Japan, but it's like Goblin Island, and I guess the rumor is the clan itself might be some truth to that rumor that they are killing people and so on, but also I mean generally, right, that like the older people in the family. There it is. I find him. K and so on. Yeah, like the older guys, right? Yeah, like the olders are stronger, right? Yeah, like it's not just. I mean, she kind of knows like 10 people of the island. It's like an island, right? So it's like 100,000 of them. I don't know. The undefined number of people living on the Goblin Island. So yeah, like he has his own army, right, of elite samurai and ninja people. So it really isn't like it's so locked to that, right? But I guess whatever actually afterward is the Japanese Kusanagi, though. Yeah, but what everyone is actually after, I guess, is the Japanese. It's the same sword that Orochimaru has and so on. It's the whole Izunai, the god thing, and so on in Japanese mythology, right? Kusanagi. So I guess that's what everyone's after Eden, because they have in Eden, which is I guess the same place as El Dorado. That is strange. They kept talking about Eden in this episode. And then we see in the end, the lasses are like, El Dorado, let's go there. And it's like, that's Eden right there. So, I guess it's the same place. They just keep using different words for it for some reason. But it's very likely the same place, right? And I suppose then that if Eden is like, the Bible Eden, right, of God, Adam and Eve. Then I guess Eden has this legendary sword, right? The God sword, Kusanagi, But I guess it's not from Japan then? They had the whole idea that, this is like the Japanese, mythological sword, and we can create a nation with this, but it's a very powerful magical sword, and the Japanese empire wants it back. But, if Kusanagi is what it sounds like, it's not actually Japanese then, it's more like a sword from God, right, at Eden, and then the Japanese people had it and created Japan, I guess, or, in the back in history, and then of course they wanted it back anyway, because it's powerful, but it doesn't sound like it actually is a Japanese weapon then, right? Like Kusanagi would in fact be like, forced by God, right, something. And Eden is somewhere in like South America or something in this anime, so it sounds... El Dorado was usually seen being somewhere in South America, right? That sounds what it is in this anime, even though I think they said earlier in the corners, right? So Eden is like in Brazil or something, right? It doesn't really, so there would be like a Brazil sword. No, but I just mean like the Japanese are acting like if it's gonna fit in here, it wouldn't actually be like a forged sword in Japan, right? It wouldn't actually be made by the Japanese. Actually, it would be a sword they acquired from Eden or something earlier, I suppose. But what is strange with this thing though is that so Japan had this magical sword. Perhaps it's built by the Japanese, right? Or it's just from God, and they have it somewhere in Japan, whatever. But that someone stole it, okay, fine. And then they stole it, and now it's back at Eden. That thing sounds weird to me. Of course, it doesn't have to be back at Eden, but it sounds kind of like someone stole the sword from Japan, right? The Japanese Empire had this magical sword, the Kusanagi, and then this sword is somehow now at Eden again, or El Dorado then, which I guess is the same place, right? They kind of said it kind of back and forth, but I think it's the same place, supposed to be. Doesn't have to be the same place either. The thing is that it doesn't have to be the same place. El Dorado is this magical city, right? Kind of the image of this golden city, right? The European searching for, basically, right? What Eden, of course, is the biblical place that Adam and Eve lived in the biblical times. But Eden makes more sense, though, given that they're talking about, Joan of Arc and talking to God and so on, right? So it makes sense that it actually be Eden. But it might be two different places, though, El Dorado and Eden. El Dorado might be another place, right? And then you might find Eden at like another location, honestly. It's a little bit... Yeah, it's a little weird how they kind of changed back. We have to go to El Dorado, sis. But also it might be because the pirates are calling it El Dorado, like, the treasure, right? The magical gold place, where the empires, British Empire and Japanese Empire, they're calling it more like Eden, like a godlike place to get god powers, right? So they're kind of looking at it from more not a wealth, but like a divine power if you get to Eden. So that's something, I guess. But yeah, it's just a little weird to me that someone would have stolen this sword then from the Japanese court, right? That's talking about, and then brought it back to Eden. Maybe that was like. What I think makes sense, though, as I mentioned, is that you have this sword, and because the sword is like a divine sword, and it actually isn't Japanese, but it's from Eden, right? It's from God, right? Kind of the sword of Aden, whatever, right? I think it makes sense, right, that Kusanagi would have been in Japan, and then it would end up in France, right? So the sword then would have been, of course, in Joan of Arc's possession. That's how she could talk to God and so on, and of course fight for God, right? Because they had a God sword. And then after she died, I guess the sword was maybe returned to Eden or something. Something like that, yeah. I guess. Definitely Joan of Arc used the Kusanagi. That has to be it. She has to use the sword, given, the magical properties of it and how she can talk to God, right? Yeah, like that has to be it. She has to, using the sword, she could like channel God, right? Something like that, and create a nation, right? Yeah, and then after she died, it went back to Eden or something. It's still kind of strange that they who returned the sword to each other. But perhaps her parents did that, or I mean, Helena, or the Fena's parents thing, returned the sword or something like that. Lastly, again, though, it sounds like he really wants to smash her mom, right? Yeah, the painting is her mom. It sounds like he really wanted to smash Helena. And I was like, well, I couldn't, smash your mom, but I'm getting the younger version. So he's like, yeah, that's how it really sounds like. Anyway, so yeah, that's all. See you guys later tonight with Butchan, of course, Later to the Dead.